I'm Rebecca Brand, and today we're making a copycat recipe of Burt's Bees lip balms. The holidays are coming, and every year I always make things to give away to all my friends. This recipe makes 50 of these, which is a whole lot to give the people in your life. I don't like to waste things, like my lipsticks. I use them, and I end up digging out every little bit with a lipstick brush. But this is a better way to use that leftover lipstick. And for my blush, a lot of times they fall on the ground and break, or they get used up. This lip balm recipe is going to make use of my leftover blush. You can even use crayons for the tint. And for the guys on my list, I make chapstud. This is going to be clear, but it's going to have a great flavor. That's going to turn them on, I hope. This video is sponsored by MIlliard. MIlliard makes all kinds of products for the home and also DIY projects. I love giving these away for stocking stuffers and also to mail in an envelope with a card for the holidays. What goes into my recipe is organic beeswax, and MIlliard makes that too. This is a white color of organic beeswax pastils because I didn't want any of the yellow stuff to compete with my pigments. You also need coconut oil. This is organic. I've got a big block of shea butter. You don't need a full pound, but I make a lot of this, so that's going to be fun. So you need to melt everything in a double boiler, so I just have a quart saucepan. I found this cute thing on Amazon, but you can also use a Pyrex or something that is heat safe to put in your water. So when the water starts boiling, you turn it down to medium, add 2 tablespoons of the beeswax. 1, 2. You need to add 2 tablespoons of the shea butter. Flick that in, and here's the second tablespoon. In it goes. Now you need 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. There's 1 tablespoon. And here's the second. Now we stir it up. You can use chopsticks, or I'm using these wooden skewers because you can throw them away at the end of the recipe. This is my batch of the clear stuff. This is what the guys are going to get. There's no color in this. This is a standard recipe that's going to make about 12 to 14 of those tubes full. See how fast it dissolves? It's almost done. At this point, I'm going to turn my water onto very low. And it's going to be ready for the next batch. Okay, little one, melt. Good enough for government work. And super carefully, because it's hot, we're going to pour it into our tubes. That only took 30 seconds to melt all that. Now the fun begins. I'm going to add a flavored oil to it. I got all of these on Amazon. This is cherry. That smells great. I wonder if a guy would like this.
That's good.
Maybe strawberry kiwi. I like it. What do you think?
That's the one.
It's not the one. Ooh, I'm going to try this one. Well, what is it?
Watermelon.
Guess again.
That's so watermelon. Green apple.
It is so not watermelon.
I don't know. Green apple.
Bing, bing, bing. We have an Insta winner.
I love it. Watermelon.
He's good. But which one's your favorite?
Watermelon.
So pour in about 5 drops. Oops. Or a little more as the case may be. And stir it up. You don't want to put too much because it can't be too strong. So now I'm pouring it in. Super slow. But it doesn't matter if it goes over. The slotted filling tray is really easy to use. And there is no spill, so you get perfect lip balm at the end. They give you a spatula so you can spread it evenly. Discard it. And do it a second time. And a third time, so it's completely, perfectly filled to the top. So there are my chapstuds. And there we go. I'm going to clean it up and start over. Now for a next batch. 2 tablespoons of the beeswax, 2 tablespoons of the shea butter, 2 tablespoons of the coconut oil. 1, 2. And this batch is for my girlfriends, so now I'm using my leftover lipstick. And I don't care that these are all different tints. If you wanted to, you could separate them out. But I'm just thinking some type of pink would be great. You could just melt all your lipsticks down and make tubes of that, but I like the lip balm. It's really nourishing for the lips. And it's just enough color. And then stir that up. For a thicker formula, you can add 1 more teaspoon of the beeswax, which I'm going to do for this recipe. That's just going to make it stay in your lips longer. The girls are going to get tropical punch. I'm pouring in 30 drops, about. And I mix it later off the stove because I don't want that flavor oil to evaporate. I want all of the flavor punch in there. And carefully pour it in. I don't want anything to get on the chap studs. Look at the difference in color from the pink to the white we had from before. This is going to be half a batch because there's not many tubes to fill. 1 tablespoon of the beeswax, 1 tablespoon of the shea butter, and 1 tablespoon of the coconut oil. And to that, I'm going to use 1/2 a crayon. Break it in half and add it. And stir it around. These long skewers are working great because I am not stirring close to that very hot pan. There, that's what we have left. That's about done. Off it goes. And since this color reminds me of strawberries mixed with kiwi, that's what I'm going to add. I'm adding extra flavor on this one because I don't want it to taste like that crayon. Let's say you only had one of these tubes, like an old leftover in your house. You can use a pipette and then carefully go in and fill your container with it. But this is a heck of a lot of work to just do one at a time. So I'm going to make a little more than half a batch to fill up the rest of them. So that's 1.5 tablespoons of the beeswax. And here's 1.5 tablespoons of the coconut oil. I'm eyeballing it. And 1.5 of the shea butter. And this part feels good. I'm going to use up the pigment from that blush I dropped. And the other one I've been hoarding for an eternity. Stir it around and let's check the color. Wow, that's a really beautiful mauve. I turn the heat off and I'm finishing up now. And obviously that color matches all my blushes. And I'm adding cherry to this one. Give it a stir and time to pour. Cherry smells so strong. And just an extra batch to cap it off. You don't want anyone to be left out. And give it a scrape. The MIlliard tray and tubes are for $50. So pop them in the fridge for 30 minutes. It comes with 64 labels, and I used my printer and made some really cool designs. But you could even just sign them or personalize each of them with a marker. And you can also just order the MIlliard refills. Make sure you do because they have a leak-proof seal for their products. And each tube is the standard 0.15 ounces that all the brands have. And after they chill down, just pop them out. The boys are going to get chapstick from me, and the girls get kissies. And take your label off the sheet. So seal it up. Line up your label underneath that crease. And there you have it. And when they open it, they break the crease, which is perfect, so they know it's fresh and new. And now we take the girls out. Lid on and label on. How cute is that? So you have the kissies from me for my girlfriends and the chapstick for my guy friends. This was a really fun DIY project that's super fast to make. Let's try it. Oh, yum. Lip smacking good. All right, let's try the other one. Merry Christmas, Evan.
Thank you.
Okay, Evan, give it a try. How's the texture for you?
It's wonderful. Smells good too.
Click the link below to get your MIlliard Lip Balm trays. All the other ingredients are on Amazon. You can shop for those, including the MIlliard beeswax too. I'm Rebecca Brand. Subscribe to my channel and subscribe to Evan's too. What's the name of your channel?
Evan Melcher.
All right, and he's really funny. He also is great with the camera.